pending which appeal she has been suspended. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, Pearl began quietly, the main ground of the Academic Board's decision to instruct my client to withdraw was failure in one part of the course, that concerned with biology. The main evidence to this effect was given by Dr. Fallowfield, senior lecturer in that subject, and Miss Sewell's principal tutor. Her appeal is based on two things, a piece of information and an allegation. The information is this. For the past 2 years, until last term, Miss Sewell was the mistress of Dr. Fallowfield. She asserts that Dr. Fallowfield has falsified her assessment grades to bring about her apparent failure. The man on the ladder rested his elbow on the shining brown breast. "We could saw her off at the ankles," he said reasonably. "Otherwise she's likely to come apart almost anywhere. We'll dig the base out separate, and they can be stuck back together later. Who'd notice? No one. Except the joker who made it, perhaps." "That was me," said Marianne Cargo calmly. "But it's not just that. I don't want her cut. There are other reasons." She bent down and looked at the plaque set into the platform on which the 8-foot-high bronze nude rested. To the memory of Alison Girling, 1916 to 1966. Her memorial is around you. She made no attempt to brush the tears from her eyes. "No," she repeated. "I don't want her cut." Conversation stopped for a moment when Fallowfield came into the common room. He moved swiftly to the coffee table. He poured a cup and surveyed the constitution of the various groups scattered around the room. Grouping tended to be by departments for morning coffee. At the far end of the room, the historians were quarrelling again. Henry Salcombe, their department head, surveyed them benignly over his swelling paunch. He caught Fallowfield's eye and made a pouring motion with his hand. Fallowfield picked up the coffee pot and went across to join him. "Hello, Sam," said Henry cordially. "Pour us a cup, there's a love. You're a silly fella to be here when you could still be pigging it in bed." "There are things to do," said Fallowfield noncommittally. "Anyway, it's a rare experience to be able to feel like Lord Byron after the scandal, though nobody actually got up and left." "Not quite," muttered Arthur Halfdane, one of the young historians at the table, jerking his head. Fallowfield followed his gesture and saw the slight, angular figure of Jane Scotby, the senior tutor, wriggle out from under the menacing overhangs and promontories of Edith Disney and move towards him. "Mr. Fallowfield," she said in a high, precise voice, "I wonder if I could have a word with you." "Of course, Miss Scotby," he said. "Won't you sit down?" "I would prefer that we were private," she said. "I find that hard at the moment," said Fallowfield equably. "Very well," said Miss Scotby. "It has been suggested to me that your suspension from duty makes it improper for you to be present in the senior common room or indeed in the college." "Miss Scotby," Fallowfield said kindly, "I have merely been temporarily suspended from my teaching duties here. I am suspended. I haven't caught leprosy, so I won't wear a bell, and I shall continue to use this room as of right until I am shown why, in law, I should not." "And if that happens, you shall be my guest," added Henry Salcombe, his jowls shaking at emphasis. Miss Scotby nodded as though she had expected nothing else. A pretty young woman with a determined chin, Eleanor Soper of the Social Science Department, came across in pursuit of the coffee pot, apparently unconscious of the tension. Miss Scotby nodded again, as if this too were expected, turned on her heel, and walked smoothly out of the room. "Nicely timed," said Halfdane to Eleanor. "Why?" she said. "What's up with Scotby?" "Gone to earth," said Henry with a chuckle. "Walt's furious. Now, Sam, what's the latest, if it's not sub judice or something?" "There is nothing new. I've agreed to go before the governors to make a statement, but not while the student governors are present." "I'm surprised that you're